Hello everyone, in this video I will talk about how to do the initial configurations when you install Drupal for the very first time. So if you have been following my channel, I'm sure you know that I am creating these video series on Drupal, and my objective is to start with Drupal site building, where I will create a blog using Drupal. And the idea of creating a blog in Drupal is not to actually use Drupal for blogging, but to give you this important information about how Drupal works. And creating a blog is a very good example because you may want to understand how different aspects of Drupal come together to let you create a website or maybe a blog. And uh, I want to keep it simple because when you create a blog, you're just using simple things in Drupal out of the box, maybe with the help of some additional modules, which we will definitely install on our Drupal site. So what I have done so far, I have actually installed Drupal on Pantheon, and Pantheon is a great service where you can sign up for a free account and you can actually create a Drupal website for your development purpose. And I've already created a video. There is a specific video on my channel called using Pantheon.io to learn Drupal 8. And if you watch this video, I have covered the installation part and how you can actually install Drupal. But after you install Drupal and after you have your site ready, you will get something like this. So this is your blank Drupal site. This is something that you will get right after installing Drupal. And whether you use Pantheon or maybe you use your own local computer to install Drupal, you can still you will basically get the same thing. So this is your fresh Drupal website out of the box, and it actually looks like a website, of course, because you have some elements like your logo, you have the site name, and you have this layout here that will display some message. For example, right now on the left hand side we have this search box, and then on the right hand side you have this welcome to learn Drupal, which is your main content area. And on top you have some links that will let you do few things. So let us understand few basic things in this video. And if you keep watching these videos, I will start with, of course, the very fundamental, the basics of Drupal, and then I will gradually build upon this knowledge of fundamentals that I'll be covering, and will be basically creating a decent looking blog. So this is right now Drupal out of the box, and I'm not really using any theme. This is what you get immediately after installing Drupal. So on top you have this option called manage, and if you click on the manage button, it is basically a toggle that will actually enable you, or that will actually display some additional links like content, structure, appearance, extend, configuration, people, reports, and help. So you can actually keep it open, or you can just close it if you don't really want this new menu to be always open. And then you have some shortcuts, and these shortcuts will take you somewhere, of course. And right now we have two shortcuts. One is add content and the other one is all content. And then the third link is your own username. And right now my username is Ravi Sagar. So this is something that I provided when I created the when I installed the Drupal site. So let us quickly create a page in Drupal, and let us see what you can do when you click on the add content uh, option, this link here. So when you click on add content, you will be taken to a different section called add content. And you have two options right now. You have the option to add an article, and you also have the option to add a basic page. So let us add a basic page, and we'll name our page something like welcome to our website. So when you click on the basic page, you have to first of all you'll get this form, this interface where you can fill up a form to create a page. And let us create a page very quickly. So I want to name my page as welcome to our website or site. And you can of course have a body. So when you create a new page in Drupal, you need to provide a title and you also need to provide a body, and your body will actually contain the description or the actual content of your page. So let us create some body. This is my site to learn Drupal. And I'll probably not spend too much time talking about what you can do with your body, because you have things like basic formatting. Let us say if you want to make a text as bold, or maybe you want to make a text as italic. So you can actually use this editor, this online editor, to uh, basically make your content look slightly better. You can also use these bullet points to add some bullet points like learn Drupal site building. You can also add something like theme, module, and so on. And of course, you can click on the source button here to switch this editor to just display simple HTML. So let us, of course, I'll cover these things in more details, but for the time being, I just want to create a page. And when you look at this particular section on the left hand side, you have title, you have body, and you have a text format. I'll cover what is a text format, but let us quickly publish this page. And you notice that in this particular page, this particular form, you have this checkbox that says published. And the whole purpose of this checkbox is to let you create a page but not publish it. So if you publish it, it will be displayed, and it will be basically published for all the users on your website. So this is something really useful, because maybe you just want to create a draft. So for the time being, I just want to keep it published. And before I save this particular page, there is just one thing that I want to cover right now, and that is the option here on the right hand side that says promotion options. And one thing which I want to do is I want this particular page to not only to not only be published, but I also want to display it on the front page. And I'll not check it right now. I'll quickly save this particular page, and then we'll see how our site looks like. So once you save your page, you'll be taken to the actual page where you can view it the way it will look for the end user. But if you go to your home page, you don't really see that page, welcome to our site. So I want that particular page to be displayed here. So what I will do, I will go back to my list of pages. And for doing that, you can actually click on the link called all content. And this particular link will take you to a page, a separate page, where you can see all the pages, all the content that you have on your Drupal website. So if you notice here, there is a link. If you click on the link, you will of course be taken back to the page. But for every page, you also have the option to edit it if you're logged in and if you have the right. So if you click on the edit button on top, edit tab on top, you will be taken to the same form that you saw earlier. But one thing which I want to do right now is I want to promote it on the front page. So let us click on the promote to front. And right now, if I now go back to my home page, and by the way, when you want to go back to the home page, so when I say home page, the home page means the main page that will be opened when someone is accessing your website. For example, if your website is ravisagar.in, so ravisagar.in is basically your home page, and you have the option to define what will be your home page, which will cover. So homepage is of course the entry point to your website. And right now, if you notice, we have this page, this page that we created earlier, and this page is now displayed on the home page. And similarly, you can basically have one more content. Let us create a new page, and this time I want to create about us page. and I'll probably add some body. This is my page, or this is my website to learn Drupal. And when you create a new basic page, again, you have the option to publish it. You also have the option to promote it to the front, but this time I want to add this about us page as a link to my main navigation. So when you look at any website, in most websites, you have a menu on top or maybe somewhere on the home page that will let you browse the website, and that basically menu is the main navigation source for you. So in Drupal also we have a menu, and that menu is called main navigation. And the good thing is that you can have multiple menus, which we'll cover later on. But right now I just want to have this link about us in my main added to my main navigation. So you can click on this checkbox, provide a menu link, and you can add it to your parent item, and then you can simply click on the save button. And if you now go back to your home page, and by the way, this is your about us page, but let us go back to the home page by clicking the logo. So when you click on the logo on top, you will be taken to the home page, and you also have this tab here on top, which is nothing but your main navigation that will let you go back to the home page. So right now you can see here that we have home and we have about us. So we have a new menu item and entry in our website. And if you click on the about us, you can of course take a look at the page that you created earlier. And one thing which I'm sure you must have noticed, that about us is before home. It looks slightly weird, not really weird, but maybe you want to have your home as the first menu item. So what you can do, there are a couple of ways of doing it, but if you click on the edit button, edit tab, and if you go back to your menu settings for about us, what you can do, you can actually enter a weight which is probably a bit high. You can enter something like maybe 10, so that if you have 10 items in your main navigation, your about us will always be the last item. So let us see what happens now when I change the weight. So the thing is that the weight defines the position of your link, your page in your menu. So heavier the weight, the lower the position, or in this case, you can see the weight is heavier. It means that the menu item will be on the right of your main navigation. So in this video, I just wanted to show how we can create a basic page. So that we have done, we have created a couple of pages. We have seen how we can publish it and how we can also promote it on the home page, and how we can also add an entry of that particular page in our main navigation. In the next video, we'll of course carry on, and we'll cover other aspects of Drupal site building. We'll go through some initial configurations that you need to do when you set up a fresh Drupal website. And I highly recommend you to follow these video series in the right order. If you look at the playlist on my channel, if you are learning Drupal for the very first time and you want to start with site building, that actually makes sense. So just follow these videos in series. These are not very long videos. These are quite short videos, but it will let you understand and follow what we are trying to do in this particular video series. So I hope this video was useful. Thank you very much.